You're right on time for Hope TV Newswatch on the 17th day of February 2024. A very good evening to you and welcome to the broadcast. My name is Kennedy Kimani. Now, President William Ruto has been appointed as the African Union champion for institutional reform, taking over from President Paul Kagame of Rwanda. The Assembly of the African Union Heads of State and Government has bestowed on President Ruto the responsibility of providing political leadership and a vision and completing the comprehensive institutional reform initiative that started in 2016. The reform involves reforming the structures, functioning and focus of the African Union Commission, AU organs and specialized agencies so that they can become more effective and efficient in managing the programs of the African Union. The party has formally expressed support for opposition leader Raila Odinga's bid for the African Union Commission chairperson position. Speaking during a press conference, UDA Secretary General Cleophas Malala praised Odinga, terming him a true Pan-Africanist. Malala stated that the ruling party's resolve to back Odinga's bid was not a political decision, but rather a patriotic one made to raise the country's profile and image on the continental scene. If Raila Odinga secures the position of the AU Commission chair, Odinga will technically be edged out of Kenya's political landscape and the next election in 2027, since he will be required to serve in the position until 2028. Odinga will, however, retain his rights to vote in Kenya as a citizen, but he will not take part in active politics. That and the body of the former Deputy Inspector of Police Kimani Mwangi has been laid to rest at his home in Nugamano, Tetu in Nyeri County. Political leaders, friends and family have eulogized him as a dedicated and disciplined individual in and out of office. Kimani died on the 11th of February in a hospital in Nairobi where he had been admitted. According to the family, he died from complications related to a medical surgery. Nelly Wanjiru with this report.
The retired Senior Assistant Inspector General Kimani Mwangi, who died on February 11 at a hospital in Nairobi while undergoing treatment, was today laid to rest at his home in Nugamano, Tetu in Nyeri County. The family and friends who eulogized Kimani have said he has been a great pillar to them and he has left a gap that no one can fill for them.
As I was traveling out of the country, I met Kimani at the airport and we shook hands and spoke briefly. That was on 1st of February. And so when someone called me a few weeks later to tell me that he was no more, in fact, I immediately asked, was it an accident? Because, I mean, there's a person who looked whole and we met and we talked briefly. I think he was coming to pick a visitor from the airport. And, you know, but that is the nature of life.
In his message of condolence, the former head of state, Uhuru Kenyatta, termed Kimani as a man who exhibited great leadership skills, integrity and dedication to service. He acknowledged that his professionalism and dedication to service saw him rise through the ranks, right from when he joined the Kenya Police Force in 1988 to his retirement in 2021 at his last posting at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. On his side, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has eulogized Kimani as a selfless public servant and truthful individual. Gachagua has also promised as the government they will lend a hand of help to the family during these hard times, stating that Nyeri County is a land of heroes such as the late Dedan Kimathi, Wangari Maathai, among others.
Was my colleague in the security sector, and he was a senior police officer. I was also an officer in uniform in administration, and we worked together. Number two, in the course of working together, we also became friends. So I'm here also in that capacity. And finally, I'm here as a son of this great county because it's another great son of this great county of ours. And that is why I've come to join family and everybody as we lay him to rest. And I thought it is important that I come and say one or two words about this great man lying here. As every speaker has said, the late Kimani Mwangi was a very principled man who spoke from his heart, truthfully and candidly.
Nyeri Governor Mutahi Kahiga have also led other political leaders in paying last tribute to the fallen hero, encouraging the family members to take heart.
I knew Mwangi Kingori while in Kenya Police College, because that's where my father worked, and I knew him as we also grew up there. And I am glad that many people have spoken and said that this was a brutally honest man. What he didn't like, he said it. Today, as a family, we want to wish you well. We want to tell you, I know you walked this journey, especially when we lost Mom. Now Dad has gone. There is a reason for that. There have been others, the brothers, and we want to just encourage you.
Waswahili husema akufaye wakati wa dhiki ndiye rafiki. Yule mtu ambaye anakuja kufariji na wewe wakati uko na ugumu, wakati uko na majonzi, huyo ni rafiki yako. Mimi nimekuja hapa kwa niaba yangu binafsi, familia yangu, ili nije nifariji na familia ya rafiki yangu. Kingori, to all of us ambao watu walikuwa wanamjua. If you wanted to be told the truth on whatever situation, you'd talk to Kingori.
CS Moses Kuria during the burial was seen talking about his Kenyans are expected to experience of the cost of living.
Hii uchumi itaenda mbele sana sana. Na unajua kuna doubt in Thomas walikuwa wanafikiria ya kwamba hii uchumi itaporomoka. Hapana, ile kazi tumefanya huu mwaka uliopita, ile kazi tumepanga kufanya mwaka huu utapeleka hii uchumi mbele.
Kingori served as the provincial police officer in Nairobi, Mombasa and Western regions. He also served as the director of operations at police headquarters, police spokesperson, director of Kenya Police Campus in Kiganjo, and principal assistant to the deputy inspector general of Kenya Police. He retired from the service in 2021 after attaining his retirement age. Reporting for Hope TV Newswatch, my name is Nelias Wanjiru.
Thank you so much, Nelias, for that report. Now, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua was accused the judiciary of being the weakest link in the battle against alcoholism in the country. The DP made this statement during a mass burial ceremony for 17 people killed by illicit brew in Kirinyaga County, where he urged the judiciary to stop issuing conservatory orders for cases involving illicit alcohol sales and instead join efforts to combat this societal issue. Grace Ahati reports.
In efforts to strengthen the fight against alcoholism in the country, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has now called upon the judiciary to join efforts to combat this societal vice. Gachagua was speaking in Kirinyaga County during the mass funeral ceremony of 17 people killed by illicit brew in Kirinyaga County, where he used this platform to call upon the judiciary to refrain from issuing conservatory orders in cases related to illicit alcohol sales. The DP termed the incident as a national shame, promising that the government is determined to curb the issue of illicit brews once and for all.
Nyinyi judges, muangalie hii picha. Nataka munipigie picha watu yangu nitumie Chief Justice. Angalie. Si nimutumia hii picha? Ndio aambie watu yake. Governor na watu wetu wapatiwe nafasi to deal with this problem. Because wanapeana kitu inaitwa ex parte order, wanasikiza pande moja, wanatoa order. Hii sumu yote nauzwa hapa Kenya, mahakama ndio imekubalia sumu nauzwa. Na sasa tunashindwa sasa hii kotini ni ya kusaidia wa Kenya ama ni kuhangaisha wa Kenya.
His sentiments were echoed by Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru, who called for heftier fines for those arrested for selling illicit liquor, stating that the move will help fight the menace.
Hawa tumepeleka kotini hawana hata license. Tukiwanyang'anya license, wanaenda kotini wanaoperate without a license. This particular person did not have a license. Kwa sababu nilikuwa nimekataa kuwapatia license. Lakini bado wanaoperate kwa sababu wako na court order.
Gachagua at the same time raised concerns over some officers running bars, noting that the government has placed stringent measures to deal with cops found guilty of colluding with traders selling illicit alcohol to unsuspecting Kenyans. This comes even as it is suspected that the alcohol responsible for the deaths of the 17 in Kirinyaga was sold from police exhibits.
There is no way a chief, an assistant county commissioner a deputy county commissioner or county commissioner can run a bar anywhere in the country. There is no way a police officer can run a bar. That is clear conflict of interest, and it is not possible. So mimi nataka kutangaza on behalf of the president and the government ikiwa hapa, wewe kama ni police officer uko na bar, uamue uache kazi uendelee na bar, ama uache bar uendelee na kazi.
He also disclosed that the government will no longer allow the transfer of police officers found culpable of misconduct. According to the DP, transferring a rogue officer from one county to another is transferring a problem from one place to another.
So officers mko hapa, nataka kutangazia nyinyi, hakuna mtu atapigwa transfer. Kama umeharibu kazi, uende nyumbani. Full stop. And hatucheki na mtu kwa sababu this is a national shame. Hii bombe yote ikiletwa hapa Kirinyaga, hii machifu si walikuweko? Si polisi walikuweko? They are part and parcel of this syndicate and this shame.
Gachagwa's remarks come at a time when the nation is grappling with the devastating effects of alcohol abuse, particularly in the rural areas where illicit brews have wreaked havoc on communities. Reporting for Hope TV Newswatch, I'm Grace Ahati.
Thank you so much, Grace, for that report. Now, following the death of the 17 people who consumed ethanol-laced alcohol in Kirinyaga County, Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru has now ordered the immediate closure of all bars in the county. Speaking in Mwea East constituency during their mass burial ceremony, Waiguru decried the high numbers of bars operating illegally within the county, emphasizing that her administration will only issue business permits to bar owners who do not have a history of selling illicit liquor. This comes even as the illicit brew that killed the 17 and left several others blind at Kangai and Kandogu village is suspected to have been laced with ethanol.
County government ya Kirinyaga ikiongozwa na Governor Anne Waiguru has withdrawn all the licenses ambazo zimepewa. Uwe na license ama hauna license, leo bar zote zifungwe. Halafu tuanze process tena ya kuanzisha verification. Kama iko mtu yeyote ambaye ako na historia ya kuwa amepelekwa kotini kwa kukosa kulipa license ama kuuza pombe haramu, kama uko na historia, hautapata license Kirinyaga County to operate.
Kirinyaga County, and there was joy and happiness in Lutongo village, Kandoi constituency, after Pamela Nasimiu Makoha was released from Bungoma Women's Prison, where she was serving a 3-year sentence for robbery. Speaking to journalists, the Bungoma Women's Prison representative Phyllis Wafula said that for 3 years, as Pamela served her sentence, she was equipped with sewing skills up to the 3rd grade and is now a qualified tailor, calling on the community to accept prisoners when they return home after completing their sentence. Here's our very own Abigail Namude with more details.
Pamela Nasimiu Makoha was overjoyed after being released from Bungoma Women's Prison after serving a 3-year sentence for robbery. Villagers from Lutungu Kandui constituency, Bungoma County, were filled with joy as they and her family welcomed her with great cheers. The Bungoma Women's Prison warden Phyllis Wafula said that for 3 years Pamela has been in prison. She was able to acquire skills on how to sew to the 3rd grade and is now a qualified tailor, calling on the community to accept prisoners when they return from home after completing their sentence. In addition, the community has praised the government's efforts to change the lives of prisoners, arguing that when most of them complete their sentences, they have acquired skills in various professions, thus leading them to become important individuals in society.
Historia yake ilikuwa inaeleweka, alikuwa anaitwa Mama Nairobi. Mtu yoyote wa pombe angesema enda kwa Mama Nairobi. Na kuna kijana alikunywa pombe na hakulipa. So yeye alitoka kwake na akaenda kwa huyo kijana, akabeba stool, akabeba vitu kama hizo za nyumba. So huyo kijana alienda kumshtaki, na hiyo kulingana na sheria inamaanisha ni robbery with violence.
Dixon Simiyu Makoha, Pamela's first child, expressed how happy he was after seeing his mother free again, saying it was a tough 3 years and an overwhelming life experience where he had to get married so that he could take care of his siblings.
Ndivyo hivyo watoto wanne wanasoma, wako primary Tungelele, kuna CBC standard grade 7, kuna grade 4 na grade 1. Hao watoto wote na saina hii maisha magumu wanahitaji pesa mingi, na babangu ana ile uwezo wa kusomesha hawa watoto.
According to Perpetual Oboto from the Bungoma Court, who was also representing Judge Ross Ougo, the prison always monitors the prisoner while serving their sentence until they are released, just to ensure that they are well received and reintegrated into the community.
We always go to visit them. During vacation, during special events like Christmas, we always gift them, and we always try to send our officers to always make sure like they're at their best behavior and they are trying to reform. So whenever somebody comes back to the society, we have to come back with them and make sure that we assure the society the person has reformed so that the society can receive them back.
Pastor Simiyu Muchanga of the Bungoma Baptist Church has said that his church has collaborated with Bungoma Prison by training the prisoners to acquire good morals, while on the other hand, Pastor Samuel Mbugwa of the Seventh-day Adventist Church praised this activity of bringing Pamela home even after serving her 3-year sentence and urged the community to receive and accept her.
Tunafanya kazi pia katika gereza katika hali ya kufanya utangamano. Wakati watu wameshikwa wameenda gerezani, wakikaa pale kwa muda, huwa tunaenda pale tunaanzisha programu ya mafundisho na kuendelea kuwasaidia, wakati serikali inaendelea kuwasaidia kwa correct tabia, na pia sisi tunasaidia mambo ya kiroho, na tena nawasaidia namna ya kuweza tena kuwa watu wa maadili mema wanaporudi katika jamii.
Na tunamshukuru Mungu sana kwa sababu ya taaluma ambao ameipata na marekebisho ambao yameyapata, na ningependa kusema kwa community hii, wakaaji wa maeneo haya, ya kwamba tuweze kumpokea kama mtu wa kawaida na tusimkejeri, lakini tumchukue ya kwamba ni dada wetu, amerudi nyumbani, ni mama ya watoto, ni mke wa mtu, na tushirikiane naye.
It is an important cause that Bungoma County has embraced to ensure that every prisoner, even after being released, is accepted by the community and ensure that they have made good use of their skills they acquired while in prison. Abigail Namude for Hope Newswatch.
Thank you so much, Abigail, for that story. Now with that, it's time for a short break, but after the break, I'll be back with the business and the sports news. Stick around.
Hello there, praise the name of the Lord. My name is Evelyn Wanjiro. To get Naiwe Maombi as your skiza tune, SMS skiza 8830022 to 811. Hope Skiza, spreading the hope.
Africa International University takes pride in being at the forefront of producing Christ-centered leaders, transforming Africa and the world. At AIU, we lead, we innovate, we inspire, and we are a family bound by a common goal of transforming the world. There is no better time to think about your career transformation in an international community. Our intakes are in January, May, and September and are currently ongoing. Embark today on an exciting and life-building academic journey by enrolling in our diverse certificates, diplomas, bachelor's, postgraduates, master's, or PhD programs. Africa International University, a university in the heart of Africa, with Africa on its heart.
In order to keep hope alive in the airwaves, Hope Media has a couple of initiatives. Friends of Hope. Friends of Hope is you and I forming a team of well-wishers and volunteers who give in cash and kind to support in spreading the gospel at Hope Media. Currently, Hope Media is running a campaign under Friends of Hope dubbed 100 for 1. Through the campaign, Hope Media is asking Hope FM and Hope TV listeners and viewers to give just 100 shillings in order to reach one more soul with the message of hope and the gospel. Engage with us on our social media platforms at Hope FM Live and at Hope TV Kenya. Kuwa rafiki mso leo.
Welcome back. You're watching Hope TV Newswatch. Now let's get down to business. And Mahindra Tractors has announced its partnership with Simba Colt Aspire Limited to enhance the farming experience for the estimated 4.5 million Kenyan smallholder farmers. The collaboration aims to support farming mechanization through the provision of a comprehensive range of reliable and high-performance tractors to farmers. The collaboration aims to support farming mechanization through the provision of a comprehensive and range of reliable and high-performance tractors to farmers.
For a long time, Simba has been looking for an ideal partner to provide the right solution of for agriculture mechanization in Kenya. And with Mahindra, we found that they have the right products which will help the Kenyan farmers achieve the mechanization and incremental crop production.
So what we want to do is to be a part of this journey and be a partner in this journey of farm mechanization in Kenya and making a positive difference to the lives of many in the country. We operate in a lot of countries. One country I would mention particularly is Tanzania, where you'll be glad to know that we have half the market there, more than 50%.
I've got no doubt in my mind that we will not be disappointed. I've got no doubt, because I've seen what Mahindra has done in India, in several other countries. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. Let's take what is working and move forward to produce food so that we can help this country to produce more food, to be more efficient in agriculture. That's what we are really looking forward to.
When we were discussing today with the team from Mahindra and the team from Simbakot, I asked them 3 questions. Question number 1, where is Kenya position on employment? I think you have heard from the CEO of Simbakot that he has employed over 1,000 people directly, direct employment on permanent and pensionable. And with this program alone, he assured us that he is employing directly 100 Kenyans immediately on permanent to really spearhead this new program.
And to some sporting action now. Darwin Nunes scored with an exquisite chip as Liverpool kept their foot on the throttle in the Premier League title race with a 4-1 win at Brentford to go provisionally 5 points clear at the summit. Nunes' first half effort opened the scoring and goals from the break from Alexis McAllister and the returning Mohamed Salah effectively ended the contest. Ivan Toney pulled one back for Brentford, but Cody Gakpo grabbed Liverpool's fourth to wrap up a comfortable win for the visitors. Currently, Manchester City are playing Chelsea, and it's at halftime. Chelsea are leading 1-0. Earlier on today, Arsenal thrashed Burnley 5-0, while Newcastle and Bournemouth ended on a 2-2 draw. Meanwhile, Aston Villa thrashed Fulham 2-1, while Nottingham Forest got the best of West Ham by thrashing them 2-0. Tottenham, on the other hand, were thrashed by Wolves 2-1. Only that, we come to the end of our news tonight. Many thanks to you for watching Hope TV News. We really do appreciate the value of your time. On behalf of the whole team that made this bulletin a success, have yourselves a blessed night. My name is Kimani.